So, not only the seed mission is here, but today we had a very substantial bug basically fixing, update, right? So, let's show some of the stuff that changed, starting with the flares. So, the flares in chaff now will not impede one another to actually fire when you are like clicking one to be fired. So for example, before, if I clicked and hold, or at the same time that I clicked the button I try to fire a flare, I wouldn't be able to. Now if I click and hold the flare button, I can still click and fire the chaff. So it was a bug that could be annoying depending on how you set up buttons and everything. Normally I didn't have problems with this, but it was a bug nonetheless, right? So yeah, that is the first one. The second one, and I think the most interesting one, is that we received kind of a major buff to IR missiles that have the IRCCM that changes the size of the FOV of the missile to ignore the flare. So for example, the R73 right now has that. So how it works right now is that instead of only when you launch the missile that the FOV would get smaller, now once you lock it, the FOV will get smaller as well. It is not appearing in the UI, but apparently they fixed that so that when you lock a missile with the IR, you already have a very small FOV, so that even when you are before the launch, you already have the IRCCM working, meaning that it will be easier to get a shot out in these types of missiles when you have IR field environment, right, with a lot of flares and stuff. So yeah, it's a buff for all of these missiles that have this type of IRCCM. Magic 2s, R73s, the PL8B I think has this. I have to check, but there are multiple missiles, of course, that have this. Of course, the M9M, for example, is not included in that, the AM3, etc. Okay, and there were multiple ones that were fixed as well. I'll leave all of them in the description down below, but one of the most interesting ones as well was that, remember when you were just driving around, you hit it, for example, the normal, like, cruise control of the tank over here, and you would tab out, right? You would minimize the game, and once you got back, the turret would be to the back, so when you are minimized now from the window that you are playing the game, the turret of a tank will not look backwards anymore, which is very, very good. It was something that happened from from the get-go in War Thunder when tanks got added, I think. So it's been a thing that it's been annoying for a very long time. But yeah, guys, basically this is it. I know, very short video. These are just the three main things. Of course, there are others, like I said, so you can check it out on the description. But I really wanted to show these three because they are the most interesting one, okay? So, see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and bye, guys. See ya.